Welcome to the System Design Blueprint. Step 1 is clarification. We first define functional requirements. What exactly are we building? We map out core user flows before touching any architecture. Next, we establish non-functional requirements. This means defining the system's scale, expected latency, and high availability targets. Are we designing for high read throughput? This frames our boundaries. Moving to back-of-the-envelope estimation. We use the power of 2 to calculate data sizes. If 100 million users generate 100 kilobytes each, we need 10 terabytes of storage. This proves we understand scale. We also estimate network bandwidth and common latencies. Knowing memory access versus disk I/O speeds helps us justify our architecture and caching strategies later. Now for step 2, high-level design. We start with a bird's-eye view. Client requests hit a load balancer, which distributes traffic across zones to prevent early bottlenecks. Traffic then flows through an API gateway. This handles authentication, rate limiting, and request routing, ensuring our internal services remain secure and decoupled. Next, we lay out the core microservices. We keep these as big functional boxes. We avoid diving into database schemas until these major components are firmly in place. Below the services, we introduce the data layer. Based on our earlier estimates, we select appropriate databases, like a NoSQL store for massive scale or relational for transactions. Finally, step 3, identifying bottlenecks. We proactively scan our architecture for single points of failure. A single database instance or unscaled gateway is a risk we mitigate. To prove this is production ready, we discuss handling a 10x traffic spike. We introduce caching layers, read replicas, and autoscaling to ensure resilience under extreme load.